There's more juice.
Hey.
Got it for that? Cool.
So are you getting sound or not?
Yeah.
We got something.
I have got in here, I don't know if this might work in your... Have you got a mic there? Because if you want those...
Yeah, I just heard you say that.
Yeah. Will the mic in that work plugged into your laptop?
Maybe.
The boys was wondering why you wanted to hear it.
My boys were. They were coming here to mobilise. They organised that.
They just wanted to.
What about now? Can you hear me? Can you hear my sultry voice? Goddamn.
This is a competition recording. In the booth. Smooth tune.
The other thing I would mind them to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, there's a huge delay, which is going to be real confusing for
About
the
30
casters.
seconds, we
But
reckon.
yeah. So, but now that's good to go. If you plug that in,
But is that better? Is it actually using that or is it using this?
I was using this.
Okay.
You could hear a difference because it was much more localized.
Yeah.
Because that's what this mic's designed to do.
Yeah. The other option is that one as well. So it shouldn't make a difference.
Well, it shouldn't. Yeah, it shouldn't be confusing if you don't listen to the stream. Like if you just.
So what was the... Did we figure out
Yeah,
what
so-
the issue was?
Oh, I just tried a different input.
Okay.
Like there's a bunch of different audio options, and I just tried a different one and it
Yeah,
worked for
right.
whatever reason.
So we should be able to try the audio input capture. Let's see if this works. Go to here.
And then plug the mic into it.
Okay.
But it's still hard because you still have to commentate 30 seconds behind.
No, because this is running in here,
Which is delayed as well.
which is delayed as well.
Okay, yeah, so you just watch the game and commentate.
Watch the game and commentate. So we've changed the input
So
capture.
have you plugged that into this?
Yeah, that is plugged into here.
Is that on?
So is it this that's definitely that? No. Pull this out. So which one is actually picking it up? Audio input captures this.
It's not that.
It's not that. So I think
That is, yeah, that's on.
audio. So you can hear us still.
Oh, yeah, you got
This on.
Just shout if you want more.
This should. It's not coming from this mic.
Yeah.
It's still taking it out of the built-in mic in here. So
even
though we've changed the capture device to be that,
It's got sound though.
yeah.
the other variable is you might have to look at desktop video and configure the audio on that.
RCA. Okay, so
Now
So now do we have? No. But
Okay, so if you're just talking, that lines up with the video when it all comes out through here
yeah.
at the moment.
Fear them trying to figure it out.
Blakey.
Hey.
How about now? Give it the 30-second delay. Wait until they're all swimming around in the middle doing their shit.
Yeah.
You got sound?
Yeah.
You're just trying to get says that it picks up from the microphone as opposed to the microphone on Jack's laptop.
So what's it coming? You're just getting full blown. What about?
No.
You're not getting the tapping.
No.
So we're just getting the mic straight out of there.
Yeah.
That's not a bad thing. We'll just work with that for the time being.
Well,
Can you plug the mic into that?
We can, yeah. So that's what when we were using this. Come on. No worries, fucking Jippo streaming service.
With that plug.
Good. So I reckon if you just whack that on, that will limit some of the. So why?
What is the mic plug into?
This?
Yeah.
This is just into them.
No, just mic.
Oh, so it's wireless to that, into here, into there,
Wireless into what?
into there. So that wireless mic receiver into this audio mixer, back to this
So
video mixer.
You can't just plug the wireless receiver with a 3.5mm jack into that.
I don't know. Have 3.5mm jack.
I think that it's really fat. The connection.
I reckon that's a decent plug.
It's those two that are coming up on the left hand side.
Yeah, no, it's a decent one. Probably the better thing would be to grab a padded headphone mic from home, like one of your gaming headsets or something.
I can just run home and get one.
But you're good to go, mate. In theory, Bryce knows how to cut and shut in between games. You've got 5 people watching, so you've got a big audience.
Plus 3 of us here.
But,
And minus this one.
minus that one, so there's 4 people. So we can start standing down.
Well, not now, but in between games.
Maybe.
Jordan turning up today.
I could give the best third quarter rev up speech of all time.
That's what we want.
They don't deserve it. We fucking do.
I thought perhaps you could read a full essay in school
Full
around
essay
water.
on water underwater. I don't think that would be
Have you read
super inspiring.
Blake's writing?
I think I did read that one. Yeah,
It's good.
it was.
Prize winning.
Was it?
It's a prize.
Oh, good work.
I got paid for it.
Oh, no, I got paid for it. I didn't win a prize. Hopefully it's going to be prize winning. Somebody wants to publish it. I'm like, no, I need to enter it in a prize, so we'll write you another thing.
Okay.
That's why I'm here on my day
All right. You are studying the sport.
studying.
I thought you came for commentary. Or mixing.
Mixing.
I'm gonna have to have tape over my mouth for Declan's game. So
James said
Hello, everyone. We're here at half time in the game 18 New Zealand under 18s women's versus the Australian under 18 B team. The New Zealand team is black and the Australian team playing on the white side. Currently, the New Zealand team is up 10 goals to nothing, but we'll see if the Australians can rally in the second half and maybe keep it under that 20 goal line. Coaches finishing their inspirational speeches to the players and swimming back, everyone going back to the sub benches. We've got a nice little turnout here for sort of 10:30 in the morning. It's a gloomy winter's day, but inside the pool it's warm. We've got a lot of players around the pool warming up, and a lot of parents and fans in the stands watching the game. The referees are raising their hands, and it looks like we're about to kick off the second half. Here they go, the New Zealanders getting to the puck first, taking it off to their right-hand side. Away from our cameras, unfortunately. The Australians have fought back, and it's devolved into a ruckus in the middle. The New Zealanders flicking to the right-hand side, and they're breaking down the right wing, curling it back into the middle. The last Australian defender looks like she's about to hold it out, and they've cleared it to the back wall, into the back corner. New Zealanders keeping trying to flick it in.
Names.
And the buzzer's going, and it's a free against Australia. It was a chopping foul. New Zealand flicks the puck in, and it looks like good defence by the Australians. They've cleared it out to the back line. The referee's getting right in there, making sure they see everything, and it's another foul. It's a foul against New Zealand this time for barging. And that'll push them back 3 metres off the goal tray. Australian takes the puck, sends it straight out into the middle. It looks like the flick was chopped down by the New Zealanders. And that's an enormous run by the New Zealanders. Oh, wow. She takes on 3 people and puts it right into the goals. That's the first goal of this half for the New Zealanders. And that's number 11 on the New Zealand team. I'll get the name for you in just a second. Cap number 11, Maya Meadhurst for New Zealand. And they're off again. New Zealand flicking to the left this time. And a big swerve, but the Australians stripped it off her. Everyone down in the middle. The Australian gets a bit of a run at it, but she's stopped. Got support though. And we've got more Australian players down the right-hand side. New Zealand has lots of people there to stop it though. And then the New Zealanders take it down their left-hand side, close to us cameras here. And we're just off camera, but it looks like the Australians are pushing it back through. New Zealand regaining control of the puck and turning around, looking for support. And that's a call. The refs are calling that against Australia. And it was a legal knockdown by one of the Australian players. New Zealand straight into the pack, pushing it onto the left-hand wall. And they're surging through towards goals now. 2 Australians down that they'll need to get past. Curling it back, looking to reload. And that's in a goal. So the reload from New Zealand coming around. Number 4 from New Zealand scoring that, Briley Robinson. And like the Australian team looks like they're really doing a good job stopping those front-on pushes, but the New Zealand reload's just been too strong so far. New Zealand going through the middle. Really using their strength here. Push back the Australian line. They've got it onto the wall. And just an exchange of possession here. New Zealand rip it out, bring it into the middle. They've got lots of space to work with. And they've switched it around. Lone Australian trying to stop that. And the reload into the middle. Lots of space for the New Zealanders to swim it. And they've just got too many numbers, and the goal's been opened up for them. That's another goal for New Zealand. That's number 9 for New Zealand, Gabriel Larson, putting that one in. And once again, the Australians were down to stop the first wave, but when it curls around and there's another New Zealander ready to swim it straight into the goals, and no more Australians down on the bottom. Late sub from Australia here as we kick it off again. And they're confident now, going straight through the middle. Australia trying to get some possession, and they've got a bit of room on the outside here. She's looking for support, but the New Zealander comes in, swoops in from her blind spot. And the New Zealand have got it up the wall again into our blind spot. And the New Zealanders have now found space, taking it to their right, curling it around back into the middle, and reloading that puck. The Australian defence looks good though, and they've cleared it out, and that's a call from the refs. We've got a call against New Zealand for barging again. The Australians taking it off to their wall. They're really going to want to consolidate here, not make too many open plays in the middle. The New Zealanders have already stripped it, and they've got good numbers coming down. Going onto the goal, and it looks like another goal for New Zealand. The man over the top, or woman in this case. That's number 2 for New Zealand scoring that goal. Samantha Blackham putting that goal in, coming over the top of the last Australian defender and managing to thread that one in. Timeout's been called by the New Zealand team. Coach obviously wants to say a few words to their players, or maybe just give them a bit of a rest. And we've got 7.5 minutes left in this second half. The score is 14 to New Zealand and 0 goals for Australia.
I'm getting, I've asked Josh to bring out, I'm going to use a couple of guys to just check this TV a little bit. Because when the stands are full, you cannot.
Oh, yeah, let's do that. That's fine.
And then what
The ref's having a bit of a word at the side of the pool. I don't know what that's about. It's always interesting when we get refs from different countries coming here. They always a bit of a unique take on reffing. And there's 10 seconds left in this timeout now. Coach is going back to their side of the pool. And we're nearly ready to kick it off again.
I played 2 games without it.
New Zealand getting to the puck first again. Flick to the left, and another big flick to the half.
There should be a
Gets around the Australian.
So all we need to do is buy hard drive.
And they're taking it straight into the middle. Lots of energy, these girls, after their minute break.
Should we just came out of the cage?
Received and sent in the last 52 minutes.
That's fuck all. Yeah. I suppose we have this for
The ref getting down. He needs to see what's going on. Oh, very close to the goal. But it looks like the second effort will get it in there for New Zealand.
I reckon we could
The refs are calling it a goal.
I started it this morning.
Number 10 for New Zealand. Sarah Macbeth Curtin, the captain, putting that goal in. And it looked like Australia was going to save that one. It bounced right into the lip of the goal tray. They pulled it out, but the New Zealanders had too many numbers down. And they managed to force it in.
This isn't plugged in. It's going to run out of battery.
And I had this at 12:80, 7:20 this morning, and I plugged it into that.
Again, New Zealand's getting to the puck first again. Swerves down the middle. And the Australians just aren't down to defend it.
Maybe we try punching, because at the moment we're
That was a huge force, New Zealanders. Australia strips it off to the left.
into here as what it is.
But it's just too many... Oh, no.
If we can get it,
Australia not managing to get numbers in front of the puck. Just down too late or in the wrong position. And New Zealand takes it all the way around.
takes the analog feed, and it'll take it at 12.
And I missed who scored that goal, sorry.
Yeah, pixels to it. If we take that, and then
That's another goal. The score's now 16 black, New Zealand, under 18 girls, to 0 white, the Australian B team, under 19 girls. And that's a timeout called for the Australians.
So I wonder if we crank this back up.
The coach is going to need to get in there, say, look girls, even though you're down, you've got to get down on the bottom earlier and make sure you're getting in front of those New Zealanders.
So this is the setting of what this obsidian is picking up, and at the moment it's doing it at 640 by 480. So if we bump that up to that,
You probably need to reset it.
we probably will. But then we've got to kind of
Yeah, because you can resize it too.
yes. besides that, yeah, this is what I was doing.
It's real fucking clumsy.
You've got to kind of put it in the middle.
Here they go again. You can really see the New Zealanders willing to get down underwater right off the swim off, whereas the Australians preferring to swim out over the surface a little bit. It's a bit slower, but a little bit more rest for the Australians.
That's still working.
So many New Zealanders down. They're just going to brute force that one in. Sheer numbers on the bottom.
Do we want to buy a hard drive to plug into this and
Number
record the games? While we
number 11 for New Zealand. Mia Medhurst scoring.
What's that?
Let's just do that.
Just tell them to download it.
This is 10.
If we were going to hit code, we would want to do it.
The score's now 17-0 with a little over 4.5 minutes
Can't
left.
record, we had it, yeah.
Oh, we could do it.
Yeah.
But the encoder doesn't. So the encoder will see this feed.
Australia trying to pull it wide,
Yep.
trying to pull it out of the range of those deadly New Zealand drives. But New Zealand looks like they've reloaded again.
Encoding's hard.
Here they come. That leftmost player swimming it all the way around, and she's got support behind her as well.
Well, that yours or is that?
That is.
More reloads. We'll see who manages to get there. And the New Zealanders have got to that loose puck,
You could try plugging
flicking it into the middle.
I know you can.
It's into the goals again.
Plug hard drive into the Mac and turn it into the PC.
Yeah.
Maybe you can plug that into your computer.
It's number 6 for New Zealand, scoring that goal. Heather Fenderson.
That's Australia.
That's Australia.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Alright. It's my mistake, everyone. I've been reading the wrong team sheet this entire time. So all of the names I've said have been wrong. My apologies for that. So that last goal, number 6, was Marieke Bevelar. Sorry about your name also. I'm unable to pronounce it. They're off again.
Oh, 11 people watching. Shit is out of control.
And that's a call from the refs. It's against New Zealand. And that was gloving the puck. Australians getting it, swimming it wide, flicking straight into the pack. And it looks like they're coming out with it. The New Zealanders have stripped it all the way around the outside. Flicked back in the middle. Risky flick. The Australian knocked it down, but there was too many New Zealanders around to take it back off her. And New Zealand coming over the top once again with numbers. Misses the goal with the flick, but reloads, brings it around. The Australians are down, keeping it out. But they can't push it far enough out. New Zealand just keep curling around, feeding it back to their players behind who put it in the goal. That's number 9 for New Zealand. Number 9, Annabelle Fletcher-Jones, scoring that goal. And it really looks like the Australians need to solidify their hold on the puck when they're defending like that. You can't just keep pushing it out. There will be more players ready to put it right back in where it came from. New Zealand again with the puck. Good flick. And they've got so many players on the outside, New Zealand. Coming down. Australians coming down to defend. Looks like they're about to turn them. And there's a bit of a fight in the wall and it's come off. Looks like Australia starting that switch, but really very contested. Australia's got a bit of room here. A lot of New Zealanders. They've taken it to the wall, but it doesn't look like they're able to do anything with it. And the New Zealanders take possession and start driving straight down that wall. It's another ref call. It's barging against New Zealand. So New Zealand is barging down that wall, and they've been called up for it. And Australia's going to get another chance at a free puck. Australia looks like they're taking it wide. Oh, but they've been cut down, New Zealand. The last Australian back trying to stop them. And it looks like they've at least managed to force them wide away from the goal tray. Bit of a ruckus in the middle. It's been pushed out, but then there's too many numbers for New Zealand. And they're pushing it right back in towards the goals. And the outside woman smashes it in as that puck spills out towards our side. And it's been called no goal for chopping against New Zealand. Australians given a bit of a reprieve here, as the refs have decided that that goal was only caused by the New Zealanders chopping the puck. Didn't look like it was that last girl who put the goal in. Probably one of the earlier players to have possession. The puck's been taken out, swimming to our side. She's flicking it. She really wants to get it away from that centre corridor. And she's doing a great job pushing it out towards the wing, but the New Zealanders have got it again. Really messy, but they've found their outside man. And the refs are going to allow that one. Number 3 from New Zealand. Number 3 scoring that goal. The refs having a bit of a chat to one of the New Zealand players, but it doesn't look like they want to call any foul, and that's full time. 20-0. Great work from the New Zealand girls. As they huddle up for cheers. That's the New Zealand under-18 women's diamond team against the Australian under-18 women's B team, winning 20-0. And the next game we've got coming up here is the New Zealand under-18 men's blue team against the Australian under-18 men's B team.
Okay, so what you need to do now is go, we're just going to take a short break while we reset the feed. And then what we do is...
They can hear you.
Oh, no, it doesn't. It's all for you. So what we do... Open up. So, go to there. You want to go to the text. So you want to stop the stream. It'll connect. And this should be... This will come back to... being live, hopefully. There you go. Yep, and so it starts a full new one. We're all good. So that's how we do it.
Okay.
Right? Between each game, cut it and shut it and rename it, and that way people can go back and find each game.
Yeah.
So if you pause this, then we don't end up downloading as well as uploading.
Yeah.
And how's our data usage going?
Farmer, do you want?
So we're basically using 400 megs an hour.
Now, what are we on now? 18 million?
Yeah.
And there you go.
Whoa. Yeah, that's weird.
Hello? Hi.
It's open there.